So, energy drinks. Whoever made energy drinks should have just given up on their dream, because I never hear anything positive about energy drinks. Whenever I hear someone talk about energy drinks, they always talk about how they're addicted to them, and then you try to tell them that maybe they should cut back just a little bit, and then they try to justify their addiction. It's only Red Bull, dude. Jeremy, it's 11 a.m. and so far I've seen you drink 3 20-ounce cans. What could you possibly need that much energy for? It just helps me get my day started, dude. I'm pretty sure you have a better chance at convincing a crackhead to put down the pipe before you convince Keith to drink something besides Monster. But I was once drawn to the beautiful yet deceitful aura of energy drinks. 5-hour energy drinks to be specific. What made them stand out to me from the rest was the name itself, 5-hour energy. As a kid I thought, how could a drink in this small bottle possibly give me energy for 5 hours? It doesn't make sense. But I wasn't just going to stop at whether 5-hour energy lived up to its name. Oh no. I wanted to determine the effects of drinking multiple 5-hour energies at the same time.
Is this nigga serious?
Now we know that drinking one 5-hour energy theoretically gives you energy that is equivalent to 5 hours. So if I drink 2 5-hour energies, would they increase the amount of energy I have within a 5-hour time period, or would they extend the length of time that I have energy? These were the questions I needed answers to, and I was going to get set answers no matter the cost. Now with my initial 2 theories, there was one that I was leaning towards more, and it was the second one. Don't ask me why I was leaning towards it, I just thought it was the right one. But enough theorizing, it's time to put the road on the rubber. So the experiment I came up with was simple. Step 1, acquire multiple 5-hour energies. Step 2, consume said 5-hour energies. Step 3, submit your studies to the Nobel Peace Committee and receive the highest honor that could be bestowed upon a human being. Pretty straightforward plan if I do say so myself. The plan was a go.
Nice.
Until I ran into my first problem, a lack of funding. I was only in the 8th grade and the investors at the time, investors being my mom, didn't exactly see this as good for my well-being. So when the investors not funding the experiment and subsequently seeking to stop me from moving forward with my research, I needed another way to acquire funds. Luckily, Christmas had just passed and I still had some money saved. Now honestly, the entirety of step 1 was kind of a blur. Even when I was writing the script for this, I couldn't exactly remember how I bought the 5-hour energies without either of my parents noticing, because I know I would have had to be with them, and somehow I only had enough money for 3 5-hour energies. So yeah, on to the next step.
What is going on here?
Now you would think this would be the easiest part, considering I just had to drink some drink. But this was in fact the hardest part of the experiment. Because how am I supposed to hide the fact that I just drank 3 5-hour energies at the same time to my black mother? She notices the smallest changes about me before I even notice them. So I knew that for step 2 to be successful, I would need to be away from her. I had school the next day, so I figured that would be the perfect time to take them. Also, since I'll walk to school, I will be able to ditch the evidence in somebody else's trash can. The plan was coming together. So the next morning as I'm walking to school, I down the 3 5-hour energies, dispose of them in somebody else's trash can, and continue my walk. Now the effects weren't immediate, but they did hit me like... Did I also mention that I didn't eat anything before chugging these?
But why? Why would you do that? Why would you do any of that?
Surely this won't have any sort of negative effect on me later in the story.
Baby. This for the A. Shawty, I don't mind.
By the time I had gotten to the school, the effects were in full gear. I felt like Bradley Cooper in Limitless. I thought that I could do anything. It just felt like I was... But I forgot to factor in one teeny tiny detail. Hey! So you know how at school you have to sit in your seat and not move and be quiet? Yeah, you're starting to see where this is going? The best way I can describe how I felt is when you hit that nerve in your elbow And yeah, that. Well, that's quite literally how my entire body felt. But thankfully, I would have an outlet to release said energy soon enough. Around 12 o'clock is when I had cross country, and that would be the time that I would be able to test out the fullest extent of my newfound power. Hey, it's me again. So, remember earlier in the video how I said that I had two theories? One of them being the 5-hour energies are going to compound and give me an insane amount of energy within a 5-hour time period. And the other one being I just have energy for however many 5-hour energies I drink. Yeah, so I was banging on the second theory that happened. So I figured that I would still feel the effects of the energy drinks by the time I went to cross country. But nope, the first theory is what actually happened. So yeah, now you know when you drink multiple 5-hour energies, they just stack on top of each other. Like Super Saiyan. And I still haven't eaten anything, so there's that too. So let's get back to the story. So 12 o'clock rolls around and I'm more than ready to see how I'm about to just completely speed past everyone. But just as suddenly as I had been by these 5-hour energies, they just as suddenly me of any and all energy in my body. It felt like I had just got sucked up by Cell. I felt like I barely had enough energy to breathe, but my heart was beating like crazy. And at this point, we're already outside and we're all about to get ready to run. So I'm just accepting the fact that this is where it all ends. Hey, it's me again. I know, I kind of keep interrupting the story. And you're probably wondering what's about to happen next. Well, me too. Because I honestly don't know what happened on that run. Like, at all. I'm pretty sure I blacked out from me not eating anything all day and the energy drinks. But the only thing I remember is just my coach telling us to start running, and then I was in the locker room changing clothes. So that's where we're going to pick up the story. So I get done changing in the locker room, and at this point I'm wondering how the other side effects are about to drop kick me in the chest. But my day would soon improve because of one simple word: lunch. We had lunch right after this, and when I tell you that bland cafeteria food tasted like a gourmet meal, it tasted like Remy from Ratatouille and Gordon Ramsay made a collab burger just for me. So, to conclude the experiment, don't do what I did at all. Like, this was a terrible idea. I regretted this. I still regret it to this day. The Nobel Peace Prize is not worth it, but this wouldn't be the last time I do something stupid with an energy drink. So, yeah. But that's a story for another day.